Okay, today we're going to be looking at painting a bottle in the style of the surrealists, looking at creating a tonal range. First of all, I'm going to beam in and show you the contour lines which have already been established. We go quite close in here. You can see the lines have been established there, the circular construction lines to define the form of the bottle. What we're going to do now is look at working in a series of greens. So we'll start off first of all by looking at the darkest green we can get, which has got lots and lots of blue in it. Mix it on here, start with the darkest down here, and then build up, looking for a lighter green which is medium tone, which is probably about here, and then looking to establish the lightest tone of green, which will probably have a lot of yellow in and a tiny bit of blue, almost yellow itself. Now, yeah, as you can see here, literally almost yellow. We gradually build our way down the picture using the guides from either side, the lightest and the darkest, and then gradually you can see we build our way down, adding obviously more blue on the way down. Now the reason we're creating this grid of squares is to enable us to produce a variety of tones of the same colour, and then we're going to apply those tones to various areas of our bottle. As you can see here, literally the last tone of green will almost be almost blue in essence. You can label them 1 to 10 and number them if you so wish, just to give you a little guide. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now what we're going to do is work on the bottle itself. Now, I would generally start by looking at the darkest areas first. So number 9, for instance, you can work out where the darkest areas are. I would usually say base here, just establishing that range straight away, as a surrealist would have done. Following the contour lines, you can see here, curved lines. Now I've left slight gaps where the highlights are, here, here, and we leave those as the white of the paper. We don't touch them, and they will shimmer through, giving a really nice opaque finish. We don't touch them, and the white of the paper will show through, highlighting where those areas are. Again here, paying very close attention, holding the brush low down like a pencil, and just highlighting the edge of the bottle. Now, as we know, the tones do vary. You can make them dark and light as you wish. I'm working on the top of the bottle here, which is a slightly darker tone. Here, like so. And there will be areas where the bottle obviously is lighter. Now we can work back into these washes already. See, I'm putting the darker one, probably a number 7 there. We can work onto this wash and make it darker at a later stage. See again. The lighter areas of the bottle obviously we can work on as well, and the mid-tones essentially are through here. So here we're looking at slightly lighter tones here. Again, following the contour line, you see how the way I'm moving my brush, but not touching the highlights. So again, moving the brush around here, to add a big centre tone here. Straight through here like so. You build that nice central part of the bottle there. And we can see here that we're finishing off the mid-tone here. Again, not making the white of the paper get caught up, so leaving it separate. And then now we've established the darker parts, we can mainly look at some of the lighter areas of the bottle. Obviously adding a lot more yellow. The sides here, like so. Again, following the contour lines around. And then we can start to go back, looking at some of the darker areas that we might have to repaint, applying the number 9 area. You can see it's slightly dried out, so we can start to look at adding more depth to the outline here. You can see, look how those highlights now become much more apparent on the bottle as we put the really dark tone. You don't really want to be painting wet on wet, which means if I was to touch this area here which isn't dry, the paint would bleed. Very aware of that. Again, looking at highlighting the darker areas of the bottle. And this is a general process that Magritte and the surrealists would have gone through, making sure that the bottle had three-dimensional form, but at the same time tonal range and depth, which you get by using the various tones of green, or it could be different tones of red and yellow oranges, it could be different tones of blue and red purples. You see how you begin to have a lot more three-dimensional depth. Looking at some mid-tones here, number 5s possibly, go into the centre here, again following the form as you can see, as we've done with this demo and also the demo I created, the teapot. The bottle really looks like it's got a lot of depth now. Shadows can be created also, doing a line like so over here, and following through the lines, following across the form here like so. Again, we're going to be looking at some stronger tonal areas on here. This paint now, middle tone dried, so you can apply some of the darker tones of the bottle. And it's up to you to judge where the dark areas are, where the light areas are. Obviously, this being a wine bottle will obviously have a lot more dark tone on it, but a white wine bottle you'll be using lots more of the 1s, 2s, 3 and 4s. finally we'll just add in our final tone here. To create the edge of the bottle. Okay, that's the end of the demonstration.